Eric Holder cut loose today. Not today. It was a recent interview about, remember that creepy bastard Joe Wilson, the Republican who interrupted Obama's 2009 State of the Union address? The guy that said, "You lie!" when Obama was talking about, I think he was talking, what was he talking about? I think he was talking about immigrants. Oh, it was a response to Obama's comments on his health care plan and Obama's promise that it would not cover undocumented immigrants, which I don't think it does it? And this asshole said, "You lie!" Well, Eric Holder didn't mince any words today, or not today, but in a recent interview about this guy. Holder said, somebody should have smacked his ass. They should have told him to sit the fuck down. Yeah, that's a quote, direct quote. That's just not me with my usual garbage language. According to the website The Undefeated, in an interview entitled "A Question of Racism," Holder criticized Republicans for having a negative reaction to Obama based on his race. But regarding Joe Wilson, somebody should have smacked his ass. They should have told him to sit the fuck down. Ooh, our former attorney general says the F word? No.
You think Ashcroft would have said that?
No. Ashcroft would have said, somebody should have told him to sit down, darn it. Ashcroft. Holder told the publication, The Undefeated, quote, "There's a unique feeling of fear. Hatred is too strong a word, but a feeling of anger, dissatisfaction with this president." End quote. The Undefeated article, I'm just going to share this with you, also covered the racist attacks on Obama during his 2 terms. And regardless of what you think of Obama as a president, I mean, you have to, if you're a progressive, if you're a liberal, if you're a Democrat, if you believe in justice and truth and commodities we haven't had an awful lot of lately, you have got to admit that the racial attacks on Obama and his wife and his children were so far out in right field. I mean, it was just brutal. Some of the shit that made the public, for the public to see. I remember reading about a year into his presidency that no president ever had received as many death threats as this president. And all the people who have jumped over the fence and, with a knife or whatever, again, regardless of our feelings about his policies or his attitude or his professorial style of talking or whatever, to go after him, which is what the Republicans have done on a consistent basis on his race, sucks. But it's typical Republican bullshit. The Undefeated article I just quoted from covered some of these attacks. Here's a part of what they had to say. Quote, "The barbs came regularly from national figures and local nobodies alike. Some have an unmistakably racial cast. For instance, Sarah Palin used a Facebook post to demand that the president stop his shuck and jive shtick in explaining Benghazi. The decidedly rotund James Sensenbrenner, Republican of Wisconsin, who has served in Congress for nearly 40 years, sent a written apology to the White House after being outed for criticizing First Lady Michelle Obama's Let's Move initiative by cracking, 'Look at her big butt.'" It goes on and on. But when you put all this bullshit together, questioning his citizenship, all the Muslim stuff, the idea that his father, who Obama hardly knew, had filled his head with Mau Mau revolutionary anti-colonialist views that go back to Kenya in the 50s, for Christ's sake, it's just whatever. It'll soon be over, won't it, truth seekers, huh? It'll soon be over. Another 9 months or so, and Obama will move into the history books. And whoever moves into his position at the White House, it's going to be a very interesting time in this country.